The Spider-Verse franchise has made it pretty clear that Miles and Gwen share a special bond. However, it hasn't really gone into detail about what makes their connection so deep, so in this video, let's give a closer look. First off, let's talk about a key moment from Into the Spider-Verse. There's a fascinating scene where Gwen explains how she found herself in Miles' universe. She mentions that she was blown into last week, which means she got swapped from her own universe to Miles' universe just a week before the big event with the Collider. It's a pretty wild concept. What's even more intriguing is that her spider sense somehow led her to Vision Academy.
My spider sense told me to head to Vision's Academy.
You guys are early.
Wasn't sure why until I met you.
This little detail hints that there might be a deeper connection between them. It's almost as if her spider sense was predicting that Miles would eventually become Spider-Man, even before he had that fateful encounter with the radioactive spider. Normally, spider sense is about sensing danger in the present, so for it to predict the future like that is unusual. This revelation is the first major sign of the bond between them. It shows that their destinies are intertwined in a way that goes beyond just being fellow spider people. Plus, think about this. Gwen stayed in his universe for a whole week, and she didn't glitch out like others do when they're out of their own dimensions. In fact, she was the one that less glitched while she was in his universe. Maybe it's a plot hole, or a build-up for something more significant that we'll see later on, but it definitely raises some interesting questions. The fact that she was able to remain stable in Miles' world for a whole week without glitching adds another layer of intrigue to their relationship. Another fascinating detail is how the colors from their respective universes blend together. Whenever Gwen is with Miles, especially in his universe, the colors around them seem to mix beautifully. For instance, when she first pops into Miles' room through the portal, you can really see this effect. It's a small touch, but it adds so much depth to their interactions, especially when they're swinging through the city together. What's even more interesting is that Gwen has this incredible ability to sense Miles, even when he's far away in a completely different universe. A great example of this happens at the end of Across the Spider-Verse. Miles gets knocked out in another universe, and somehow, Gwen feels it. Her spider sense kicks in, warning her that something is wrong with him. This isn't just a coincidence, it shows how deeply connected they are. You might think that when she realizes he's in a different universe, she's just piecing things together. Sure, she might connect the dots when she first figures out he's not in his own universe. But in that crucial moment when Miles gets punched and knocked out, her reaction is immediate. It's like their bond transcends the physical distances between them. She doesn't just think, oh, he's in another universe. Instead, she has this instinctual feeling that something bad has happened to him, as if they're linked on a level beyond what we can easily understand. To sum it all up, Gwen's spider sense is pretty incredible. It not only predicted that Miles would become Spider-Man before he even got bitten by the spider, but it also allows her to sense when he's in danger, even if he's in a completely different universe. It raises so many questions about just how strong their bond is and whether there's any real explanation for it. Honestly, the best explanation I can come up with is that they are soulmates. I know that sounds a bit cliché, but it really feels like the only thing that makes sense given their chemistry and the way their love story is unfolding. Their connection is so intense that it's hard to think of it as anything else. As we look ahead to Beyond the Spider-Verse, I hope we get more answers about this deep connection that they have.